Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's love story has had so many amazing moments, and some of those moments happened before they met. Here's our top 5 before they met moments. Number 5. It's no secret that the late Kobe Bryant was a huge fan of Taylor Swift, but did you know he thought she was a killer?
You can't have that level of consistent success and not be a killer. It's impossible.
That's great. It's impossible. It's funny to think of Taylor Swift as a killer.
Absolutely is.
She totally is.
100%.
Yep. Kobe thought Taylor was a killer because how else would she pull off the level of success she's had?
Follow up a #1 album with a better album, then follow it with a better. Like, I don't care if you like her music or if you don't like her music. Look at what she's doing. I mean, that's frightening stuff, and it's unbelievable to be able to pull that off over and over and over and over.
Kobe called Taylor a killer back in September 2019, almost 4 years before Taylor met Travis Kelce. And if you haven't made the connection yet, Travis has been going by the nickname Killa Trav ever since he was about 9 years old, apparently related to the formidable impact he has on the football field, which has continued into his record-breaking NFL career. His Killa nickname has stuck so well that he uses it as his Instagram handle and even filed a trademark on it a few months back. Another Killa fun fact is that a pretty cool connection to Travis's Killa persona is found in Taylor's 2017 song Ready For It from her Reputation album. In the song, Taylor sings,
He was a killer, first time that I saw him.
Many fans believe Taylor's "Knew He Was a Killer" lyric is yet another invisible string that tied Taylor to Travis long before they met. But what do you think about Taylor and Travis's killer connections? Is it just a coincidence or a sign they were written in the stars? Number 4. Did you know that about a year prior to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce sweetly singing Taylor's 2009 hit Love Story to one another during the 2024 post-Super Bowl celebration, Travis was spotted belting the song out during a 2023 post-Super Bowl celebration? That's a pretty fun moment to look back on now, and makes you wonder what Travis would have said a year ago if someone had asked him what he thought the chances were that a year later he'd be singing the song to Taylor herself in the midst of their real-life love story. I guess we'll never know what Travis would have said about that, but one thing's for sure, the Kansas City Chiefs star tight end doesn't seem to be able to get enough of the song, as he was spotted singing it proudly once again during another 2024 post-Super Bowl celebration just a couple weeks ago. Nice job, Travis. And one more love story fun fact, Travis's good friend and Chiefs star quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, is also a big fan of the song. During a pre-Super Bowl interview back in February, he even named it as the Taylor Swift song that gets him every time.
I do love Love Story. I mean, it gets me every single time.
And no doubt, Patrick really meant that, because just after the Super Bowl, he mentioned Love Story again when a reporter asked him,
"What's the last song you sang in the shower?"
Love Story by Taylor Swift.
It's no surprise that Patrick's a fan of Taylor's music, as he and his high school sweetheart, wife Brittany, referred to themselves as Swifties when they attended an Eras concert together last July, just before Taylor and Travis began dating. Number 3. Travis Kelce fulfilled a childhood dream back in March 2023 when he hosted Saturday Night Live, and he did an amazing job at it. Just ask Taylor Swift.
We worked with both Taylor and Travis Kelce before they got together.
Yes.
We can cut this out if you guys don't want to say this, but she
What?
did I say it? That she kind of told us that she watched his SNL episode.
Oh, yeah.
And was saw him in our video and was like, oh, this guy seems funny.
Oh, that's
and cool.
sweet.
Yeah.
So a little bit brought them together, and we were like,
No report yet on if word of Taylor's compliment had gotten back to Travis at the time, but it's fun to imagine that it did, and that perhaps it even played a role in setting into motion the events that would ultimately lead to the power couple meeting and falling in love. Regardless, just 4 months after Travis hosted SNL, he would show up at Taylor's Eras concert hoping to meet the superstar who, we now know, had prior voiced her appreciation for his comedic comedic side. And it's no surprise, Taylor has an eye for good comedy, as she has a humorous side herself, which she typically expresses through her lyrics and music videos. And she's also hosted and performed on SNL multiple times. It's kind of fun now to consider these before they met SNL moments, in light of Travis and Taylor making that guest appearance back in October after they began dating. The two had showed up at SNL unexpectedly to show support for Taylor's friend Ice Spice, who was the musical guest that night. The SNL team asked Taylor and Travis to be in the show, and so Taylor ended up introducing Ice Spice, while Travis had a brief cameo in a skit that playfully mocked the NFL's extreme interest in their love story. This was also the weekend Travis and Taylor were spotted in New York City showing affection for one another in public for the first time. Anyhow, whatever you make of Taylor taking notice of Travis's SNL comedic talents prior to them meeting, it sure seems like SNL and comedy holds a special place in their relationship. Number 2. Travis Kelce is great at making friendship bracelets. And it's certainly no coincidence that at the Tight End University training camp back in June 2023, he was not only making friendship bracelets, but acknowledging that in doing so, he was taking a page out of Taylor Swift's book.
Take a page out of Taylor Swift's book.
Now, this happened just about 1 week before Travis showed up at Taylor's Eras concert in Kansas City, where he would attempt to meet the superstar and give her that very special friendship bracelet with his phone number on it. And while the Eras concert bracelet attempt is the most popular Travis Kelce friendship bracelet moment, I think the time he made the bracelet and shouted out Taylor at Tight End University deserves its due moment. And it's fun to see how the friendship bracelet continues to hold significance in Taylor and Travis's love story. Just recently, Travis was spotted wearing a couple of friendship bracelets, one of which appeared to spell TNT with a heart in the middle. TNT is, of course, a nickname the power couple seems to embrace, as Travis gifted Taylor a diamond tennis bracelet version of a TNT bracelet a couple months ago. And according to the jeweler Wove Made, who crafted the bracelet, Travis even purchased a matching version for himself. Hopefully, we'll get to see him sporting it one of these days. Taylor was also seen wearing a number 87 bracelet while cheering Travis on during a Chiefs game, and she was also spotted wearing a Trav friendship bracelet during a Christmas party the couple attended together. And another friendship bracelet fun fact is that Travis was wearing a friendship bracelet with Taylor's Vigilante song spelled out on it back in September during the Kelce Jam charity event. This was just a couple days before the two went public with their romance, when Taylor was spotted at Arrowhead Stadium watching the Chiefs play the Bears on September 24th. I'm guessing Travis is a fan of the song, or of the Eras concert performance of it, or maybe he just happened to acquire the bracelet from a Swiftie that attended the car event. Regardless, it's safe to say that friendship bracelets hold a special meaning for Taylor and Travis, which goes back to the days before they first met. Number 1. Taylor Swift thinks Travis Kelce is metal as hell. She said so in the interview she gave when she was selected as Times Magazine's Person of the Year. Taylor was referring to the moment when Travis, the Kansas City Chiefs' 3-time Super Bowl champion, publicly put her on blast during the New Heights podcast back in July, when he detailed to the world how just a couple weeks prior, he had attended one of Taylor's Eras concerts at the Chiefs' home stadium, Arrowhead, where he had attempted to give her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it, though he wasn't able to meet Taylor that night. Travis may not have been able to meet Taylor at the Eras concert, but his decision to discuss the experience publicly on his podcast ended up working out quite well for him. Perhaps it has something to do with something Taylor said in an interview way back in 2012.
So I wanted to know, what is the craziest thing that a boy has ever done to get your attention?
Nobody does anything crazy to get my attention. I can't remember, so I guess, I guess there hasn't been anything.
Kind of made
Which
to.
is good, so it's like easier. The bar's set really low for anyone who I date in the future to come in and be like a great guy.
I know I brought all this attention to me, right? I'm the one I did the whole friendship bracelet thing and, told her,
You gotta shoot your shot.
yeah, you know what I mean? You miss 100% and you don't take, baby.
I'd say Travis putting Taylor on blast on his podcast qualifies as doing something crazy to get her attention. And it's a good thing Travis has that you miss 100% of chances you don't take attitude. Because of it, against all odds, he was able to catch Taylor's attention and ultimately capture her heart. What did you think of the top 5 moments from before Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce met? Let me know in the comments, and please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy our content. Thanks so much for watching.